Good morning from the parking lot of Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're headed in today because there's some updates. I want to tell you guys about a few things that are happening around the park, and there's also some new food items that I'm interested in trying. So we're gonna head in, we're gonna have a little bit of food, we're gonna walk around and see the new things that are happening. Also, we have some holiday updates coming because Halloween is next week, but we are already into Christmas mode here in Orlando, which is wild, but they have started setting up for things like Jollywood Nights here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So we should see some hints of that as we enter the park. So let's go inside. All right, let's head in. Disney's Hollywood Studios. It is kind of hard for you guys to see, but if you guys look underneath this Donald Duck billboard, you can kind of see like a little piece of like black machinery right there. That's a snow machine, a snow machine. It creates soap bubbles that float down that look like snow here in Florida. So as we're heading down to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, did want to point out they have started working on Animation Courtyard. They have started demolition, so they have moved all of the entertainment out of there. And so like, we've got Chip and Dale over here, and we've got a little brass band playing over here. They're playing Under the Sea. You can see Chip and Dale dancing. I guess there's no line too. Just kind of get in there and dance with them. So as another offering, they are also offering kind of rare characters. Like you can see Jiminy Cricket over here. That's meeting and greeting. We'll get in line for Jiminy Cricket. Bert and the Penguins are on the other side, but we'll see how far we get in this line. And you can see Bert and the Penguins are over on this side, but we picked Jiminy Cricket to get in line for over here. And they're playing Let It Go over there in the brass band. Oh, they're doing like an interactive thing. It sort of sounds like Shake It Off, doesn't it? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it sounds like Shake It Off to me. Shake it off, shake it off. It totally is. I know that I'm wearing this microphone so you guys can't really hear it, but they are doing like a mashup of Shake It Off and Let It Go, which is funny to me. Jiminy Cricket, how's it going? You doing okay? Making sure Pinocchio's staying out of trouble, right? Oh, I know. His nose keeps growing because he keeps lying, but you're there to be his conscience to make sure, keep him on track, right? Let him be his guide, of course. Yeah, oh yeah, you've got that badge. Oh, that's nice. I like it. Is it okay if we take some photos together? Yeah, perfect. So now we saw Jiminy, fantastic interaction. Now we're gonna go get in line for Bert and the Penguins, but by the time that we get up to the front, he should have switched out with Mary. We will be getting in line for Mary Poppins in all reality. Here comes the switch out of Mary Poppins, taking the place of Bert and the Penguins. Yep, there's Mary right there. I can't hear what they're saying because we're a little bit back. But yeah, there's Mary and Bert and the Penguin. Hello, Mary. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
I see. Won't you join me this
I will, yes.
All alone for your holiday?
I am.
Perhaps you saw Mr. Penguin and Bert?
I did. I didn't get to meet them, though.
I see. Perhaps you'll have to stay close by just in case they visit again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I would recommend always shaking hands with Bert too. Why, good luck may rub off when he shakes hands with you.
Oh, that's a good call. Okay, I will.
We'll have to play a game.
Oh,
Yes, I do like games, all sorts. Perhaps a bit of pretend.
Yeah.
That could be just something. And where shall we pretend we're going?
Oh, Under the Sea.
I see. A trip under the water.
Right?
Would that be nice?
It would be.
Are you hoping to visit with someone there?
Yeah, maybe just the fish. I like fish.
See, that could be just the thing. What would you care to join me?
Came over to see a little bit of Animation Courtyard, and you can see the arches are gone. Like, there are no more arches, no more iconic Disney's Hollywood Studios or MGM Studios arches here leading into the Animation Courtyard. And as we get closer to the construction walls over here, you can see they have some concept art for what's coming. This will be kind of leaning back into Disney MGM Studios roots with animation. So they did used to actually produce animations here and like full-length animations. I think like Mulan was done here, stuff like that. And they're gonna be leaning into that and kind of showing the magic of Disney animation here. You can see it used to be Star Wars Launch Bay, now it's gonna be an animation area. And so this will kind of give you an idea. It's all the different characters, the magic of Disney animation at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is just the concept art. We don't have like a huge idea of what exactly is going to be in there, but we do know it's going to be focusing on Disney animation. Here's another piece of concept art, and you can see they're going to be adding some trees, a little bit of greenery in there, kind of like a space where kids can run around in the grass out here. And then you have the animation building. So the Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, is still open. They do have the show times on a sign out here. A lot of different show times. I'm gonna show you guys how to get there because it is a little bit confusing and it feels like you shouldn't be allowed to go back there. So you kind of come behind the construction wall and sort of head back towards what used to be, or what is Animation Courtyard, and you kind of turn around right there. But it does feel like you're not supposed to go back here because the sign for Little Mermaid is kind of, it looks like it's behind construction walls if you're standing out in the main section of the park. But you can see, yeah, the construction walls come out pretty far. There's old Star Wars launch bay. This is the Little Mermaid, A Musical Adventure. And the gift shop that's back here is also still open. So I'm excited to see that because Disney's Hollywood Studios has its roots in animation. They did do Mulan here. They produced all of Mulan here. They produced all of Lilo and Stitch here. They produced all of Brother Bear here. And then they did parts of The Lion King and a couple of others like that. They didn't do the full production of The Lion King here. They just did parts of it here. But still, it's nice to see them coming back to their roots of animation in that building in particular, because that used to be the animation offices. And also Disney's Hollywood Studios when it was MGM. There are more animation offices that are just regular offices now, but it's nice to see at least a little part of it coming back. So one of the other offerings that's happening right now is That's a Record, a juggling show that's out here with Donald.
The whole thing. Wes, should we show Mom how it's done? Wes, could you keep track of how many times I throw a juggling club behind my back while juggling? Think you can do that? Okay, here we go, Wes. Whoa! Couldn't even see it. I feel like I felt the wind on that one. How many was it, Wes? Was it 3, everyone? Oh, yes! 2 for 2.
I really like this, and I know it's because Animation Courtyard is shut down right now, but I like the fact that there are so many things happening here in front of Runaway Railway. A juggler, a brass band, multiple rare character meet and greets. It's good. It feels nice here in Hollywood Studios. It feels active. It feels like exciting. So now we're gonna start making our way around the park, heading in this direction toward Backlot Express because we're gonna try some chicken strips. But we also got some news about Vacation Fun over here on the right. So Vacation Fun was an original animated short with Mickey and Minnie in the new style. And there used to be like props for photo ops back here with like Potato Land and stuff like that. And this is all closed currently. It closed on the last day of operation was the 19th, fully closed on the 20th. It's down for refurbishment and updating, but they didn't give a time that it would be reopened. They just said later this year. So it shouldn't be closed for very long, but it will be closed for a little bit. Another update across all of the Walt Disney World properties is all the little carts are now cashless. You have to pay with a credit card, a Disney Kids card, or a mobile payment. So if you're trying to get a Mickey Premium Bar or a Mickey Ice Cream Sandwich or like a frozen lemonade, you gotta pay with one of those options. All right, we're headed into Backlot Express because Walt Disney World has started adding sauce to their chicken tenders. So there's a specific sauced chicken tender here at Backlot Express, and we're gonna give it a try. Actually, here it is on the sign. The Honey Buffalo Chicken Strips with Ranch. And that's what we're gonna get. So it is their traditional chicken strips that you guys all know and love. They've just tried to plus them a little bit, add a little bit of sauce, a little bit of extraness to it. And I'm excited to try it. Right, here they are. These are the Honey Buffalo Chicken Strips with Ranch. These were $12.99, and they came with fries. They look pretty good. I did get my thumb in a little bit of the sauce over here, and it's very sticky. So I feel like these will probably be very honey heavy, honey forward. So because they're very honey forward, I'm gonna eat them with a fork and knife because I don't like getting my fingers all sticky. Let's try it. It's like a sweet eat. It is very slight, but it is there. Like it's not burning, but it is adding a little bit of flavor to it. Sticking around a little bit afterwards, yeah, it is very honey forward with the buffalo kind of riding on the back of the honey. It's good, and the ranch kind of milds it out a little bit too. I'll try a piece without any ranch on it, see if that makes a difference in the heat level. Did also want to mention that even though these are like coated in sauce, they're still crispy, and I appreciate that. There is the slightest bit more heat when you don't have the ranch on there, but still not bad at all. So much so that I would even say, I think Jackson could eat these. He kind of likes a little bit of heat right now, and he's excited to get like a little bit of spiciness going. And this is so mild, I think that Jackson could actually have these chicken wings and be fine. He might react to it and be like, oh, this is spicy, because he hasn't really had anything that's truly spicy. But I think this could be like a good step into like introducing a kid to something that is spicy, because it's not bad at all. I do want to kind of augment my saying I would let Jackson try this. I wouldn't let him order an entire order of these chicken wings. I would let him try a bite, because once you like get a cumulative heat from all the the cumulative heat from all the wings or all the chicken strips in your mouth. It is a bit spicy, but it's not not overwhelming. You know, it is still sweet. It's good. I liked it, and I get heartburn real bad from spicy food, and I don't think I would get that from this. We're continuing our way around Hollywood Studios, and we're gonna go back here to Ice Cold Hydraulics, which is just on Grand Avenue. As we get on to Grand Avenue, you can see Pluto's out here meeting and greeting. We're headed to this building right here. This is Ice Cold Hydraulics. So sad that they covered up the sign for Muppet Vision 3D. And we can see as we look back there into Muppet's Courtyard, there is some construction going on. This looks like they're doing footers or pilings for buildings back there. Also, pretty wide open between these two buildings. So that would have been, the store is gone, right? So nothing else back there has been touched, but the store is gone. That was in the center of Muppet's Courtyard. And of course, these bathrooms will probably be the last thing to go just because construction workers like to use the bathroom. So this is where we're going to, Ice Cold Hydraulics. We got some of the concept art here on the wall. You can see this is gonna be the door coaster back here. We got a restaurant here, Harryhausen's. This was where Mama Melrose was. But also, no, I guess it's kind of confusing because this is kind of like the Christmas shop back here. And they're kind of rearranging the way that it's laid out. Well, there's like a little splash pad type playground area back here. That'll be fun. Harryhausen's will be a restaurant. It'll be sort of near where Mama Melrose was, but this is sort of where that building was that's now gone. And then we've got the bathrooms that are gonna stay. And then the theater that's gonna stay, that was Muppet Vision Theater. It'll be the Glob Theater. So the heavy equipment that we saw back there that I said they were drilling footers or pilings for, that will be for the roller coaster. Now we're gonna get in line, Ice Cold Hydraulics. And there it is on the menu right there. Hand-dipped Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bar with sprinkles for $7.69. Goofy and Max walking through. So here's what was interesting is there wasn't any description other than it's dipped with sprinkles. So I believe it's a strawberry that they dip it into. It's just a regular Mickey Premium Bar. I saw them open up the package, pull the Mickey Premium Bar out, and they took it over and dipped it somewhere and then put some sprinkles on it. And the coldness, the temperature of the Mickey Premium Bar solidified the dip that they put it in. Let's give it a try. It's like that fake strawberry flavor. So it's like really overpowering strawberry, but then you get the chocolate in there. And actually it's cherry. Is that what it is? Hold on. I lost it all. It's no longer a Mickey Premium Bar. Now it's just ice cream. Dang. Yeah, it tastes more like cherry than strawberry. Like if you got a chocolate covered cherry, that's what this tastes like. It is still good, but I would prefer just like a regular Mickey Premium Bar. Kind of sad that it all fell apart on me, but oh well. From this vantage point, you get a good view of how that building is just completely gone in the middle of Muppet's Courtyard and gives you an idea of the space that will be here when it reopens as Monsters Inc. Land. And this building right here is right where that Harryhausen's is gonna be. If looking at the, well, I guess that building stays, and then Harryhausen's is kind of like right next to it there. So that'll give you an idea of where things will be located. But this will still be probably another quick serve restaurant, and bathrooms will still be there, and this will still be a theater. So, yeah, it is a big, wide open space now. I also want that what happened to my Mickey Premium Bar to be a warning to you guys, because the whole reason that all of the ice, all the chocolate fell off is because it was dipped. Normally, that chocolate would have broken easier and then fallen off. Maybe a small piece would have fallen off, but the rest of it would have stayed on because it was broken more. But because they added that extra shell to it, it all stayed together and then it fell off. So be prepared. I would eat that sitting down over top of, they gave it to me like in a little tray, and I would eat it sitting down over top of a little tray. I don't think it's a Mickey bar that you can take with you for fear of that happening. Now we're headed into Star Wars land now, Galaxy's Edge, where the suns are brighter. Bright suns. Oh, Mando and Grogu are just out here walking around. Normally they're kind of back there to like a typical meet and greet location. But now they're all the way out here. Kind of an area of scrim, like construction malls over there by Savi's. Or as we like to call it, the junkyard. Nothing to see there. You're not building lightsabers in there. It's just a junkyard. But it is just the area just outside of Savi's, because Savi's is still open. Actually helps kind of hide it a little bit, make it look a little bit more, you know, hidden, like it's a rebel type thing that you're doing. All right, headed in towards the exit of the Droid Depot. Check and see if we can see some of the new merch that's back here. Got some fun stuff like this DJ Rex shirt, August Cantina shirt, August Cantina's glassware. I like these things. I feel like I'm like fairly familiar with the droids, like Chopper here, but is this like just one that they made up? Clink? Did they just make this one up, or is it like a thing for real? Is that how I want? Is he going ever so? Let me try to wind him up. I like him. He's like slowly moving and making fun noises. Yeah, it's cool. He's like making noise. His little arms are moving. His little legs are moving. It is an $18 wind-up toy, though. That was really the only thing I needed to see in Galaxy's Edge. So now we're headed through Toy Story Land. We're headed back out to Walt Disney Presents. There's only one thing that we can see in Toy Story Land. There's a new popcorn stand that we should be able to see behind construction walls that has like gone up. We'll see what we can see. Ooh, there are kind of just a lot of construction walls in Toy Story Land. Over here by the bathroom, and over here just to the left as we're walking in. Yeah, it's cool. It kind of looks like a popcorn box kind of turned on its side. It says popcorn and snacks right there, right next to the bathrooms. I like that. That's cool theming. I'm excited to see it when it's fully open. Kind of sort of looking back at the popcorn stand from this direction, you can get an idea of the actual like fact that it's a popcorn stand and a popcorn box turned on its side. Looks like they still have a little bit of painting to do on this side. Oh yeah, another view from further away. It's kind of weird that they put it right with the light right in front of it though, isn't it? So that was the only new thing in Toy Story Land. So we're making our way out and heading over to Walt Disney Presents back this direction. You can see this building here has an old sign on it that says Roy O. Disney Production Center. And that is kind of like a nod, some more of the office buildings back there, a nod back to when it was an animation studio here. And these were the offices and this was the production center right here. So as we turn the corner, this is where we're headed to, Walt Disney Presents. We're gonna go inside because they've added some models that we saw at D23. Plus, it's a pretty cool display about Walt Disney in general. It's a perfect Halloween costume, by the way. Pretty cool display of what the multi-plane camera sees or how it works.
We call it the multi-plane camera.
Yeah, and here's a picture of it.
The problem was
like in reality.
Take a painting.
So this right here is a model of Disneyland from 2005. This has been here a while, but this room right here used to be an animation office that you could look into and you could see somebody doing animations. And for a while, when it wasn't that, it was just a room that you could look into and see a whole animation setup. There was an animation desk that was used for actual animation when this was an animation studio. And like, it was all set up to paint and stuff like that. And it was a really neat display to see. But now it's just this Disneyland model here. So we can see Monstropolis, which is what we've been talking about. This is the photo of the door coaster, a hanging coaster. This is the concept art that we saw earlier. And then some concept art from inside where you can see the Harryhausen's over here and the door coaster. Oh, and then you can see a little bit more detail about the playground. That slide looks like it wouldn't physically work because it goes up before it goes down, but I like it. I'm excited that there's going to be a little playground there. And then we have some maquettes of Sully and Mike. And then we have a display for Magic Kingdom Frontierland for Piston Peak, which is taking the place of Tom Sawyer Island. So this is the concept art that we've seen already. And then there's some more concept art of like on-ride shots. Looks like it's going to be fun. And they've already started testing these vehicles, like the concept of these vehicles being self-driving, automated type things, like on dirt-style roads. Real bumpy and fun. And we've got some maquettes of Mater and Lightning McQueen. So this is a land model of Tropical Americas. And so this is kind of a little bit confusing. So Restaurantosaurus would be right there. And then back in the back there where Dinosaur currently is, into the Indiana Jones ride. And then we've got kind of the like center of town area with the fountain where there's gonna be storytellers, and this will be a carousel. And then back there is Casita, which will be a Encanto ride. Yeah, you can see the show building behind the Encanto ride, very big. And I'm excited to see that. Oh man, like compared to Dinosaur, here's Dinosaur's show building, like represented in this model, and here's the Encanto show building. Like 5 times the size of Dinosaur. Wow, I'm excited to see that. That's exciting. Like even this is Restaurantosaurus currently, the space that Restaurantosaurus like takes up, and the comparison of the ride building for the Encanto or for the Casita Dark Ride. Ooh, I know that some of it's going to be queue and like they're going to have a lot of line space inside of here, but still, the fact that there is so much ride building compared to the size of the restaurant and compared to the size of Dinosaur back there, I cannot wait to see this ride, or what will be Indiana Jones, not Dinosaur. And you can see they do have, there's Indiana Jones right there. We've got an internal view of Indiana Jones. We've got an internal view of the Encanto Dark Ride, which looks like a huge display of animatronics. We got an exterior view of the Encanto Dark Ride, and then we've got an external view of the carousel at dusk. It's gonna be cool. I cannot wait for this. I'm like pretty darn excited for this to open. We don't have an opening date for it, but we do know that they have already started construction on it. And they have kind of a little display in here about Disney Cruise Line kind of like this. Disney Fantasy leaving New York City. Halloween on the High Seas. Disney Magic in Alaska. At least I think it's Alaska. Could be somewhere else. Could be like in Norway or something. The Disney Dream down there at Castaway. The Aqueduct. Let's see what else we have. The Wonder. This is definitely Alaska. We were there on the Wonder in Alaska. Disney Fantasy. Looks like it's in maybe somewhere near Mexico. But those are the only ones that we're seeing on here. As far as the Wonder, Fantasy, Magic, and Dream. They don't have any of the Wish class ships on display here or represented. Forgot to tell you guys the name of this band was Holly Groove. Listen to this and tell me if I'm hearing things. You hear him shake, shake? Shake it off, right? Play, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Right? Am I crazy? Alright, we're gonna make a trip down Sunset Boulevard now. Take a look down here, talk about Rock and Roller Coaster, talk about some merch at Tower of Terror, make our way down. First stop is into Once Upon a Time, which is the Carthay Circle building. This is pretty fun because this is like, it's pink lemonade candy bits. The poison for Cusco, but it's not poison, it turns them into a llama, right? Pull the lever, Kronk, wrong lever. That's pretty funny. It doesn't say how much it is. Let me try to do a mobile checkout, see if I can do that and see if I can find the price. They don't have mobile checkout in here. Actually, the thing that I was looking for is a little bit closer to the Sunset Club Couture, but this right here. It is a Stretch Armstrong branded Stitch. Stretch to the limit. Squeeze, twist, stretch. Like, look at this. Like, pretty wild, right? I wish I could get him to stay when I twisted him. Let's see if I grab him like this and he twists. No, he goes forward. And his whole body is stretchy, like his legs, his body, his arms, all super stretchy. This thing's $20 too. It's not bad, like $20 for a Stretch Armstrong toy. A Mickey Mouse Club guitar, or like I guess it would be a ukulele. A mouse guitar. Okay, it's $100. I wonder how good it might sound really good. It looks cool. I'm kind of like in love with this thing. Authentic scale, premium detailing, playable 4-string tenor guitar. Like you could tune it any way you want. You could tune it like a ukulele, you could tune it like a guitar. I kind of want it a lot. Looking at this picture and like the size of it, I don't know what you would tune it to. What do you guys think? Would you tune it to like a ukulele tuning or to a guitar tuning? Ooh, it's a busy day at Tower of Terror and 70-minute wait. Line comes all the way out here into this area. So we came around the back because we are going into the exit of the gift shop here instead of actually riding the ride. Full service Sunset Boulevard elevator repair company. I'm just here for the elevator. I like that, that's fun. Ticket to ride, step aboard the ride of your life. Ticket to the unknown. These are fun shirts, I like them. But this is the one that I thought was most interesting. Hollywood Glam Photo Booth Company, where every drop is a photo op. This is kind of like playing off the fact that people have been using the Tower of Terror as like a glam bot because they do a slow motion shot at the very top. And so people have been using that as if it's a glam bot as opposed to on social media. And so they've made a shirt kind of playing off that idea. I'm just here for the elevator. These are cool shirts, I like them. Let's head back over here into Rock and Roller Coaster, the Courtyard around here. So we didn't get any firm dates, but we do know that Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith will be shutting down after this year. We know that Disney did announce that you'll be continue to be able to ride Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith through the end of 2025. But then they did announce that Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets and Electric Mayhem will be opening in the summer of 2026. That means that this will be shutting down sometime between the beginning of the year and summer. Probably closer to the beginning of the year to give them time to switch things out. We did find out that they are going to be adding in a scooter audio animatronic into the sound booth room, and we're going to be following the Electric Mayhem along their journey, just like we were following Aerosmith along their journey. So I'm excited to see this. Love the Muppets. Very excited to see a scooter animatronic. And I'm excited to see what they have in store for us with the Muppets. This is also the first time that Scooter has ever been an animatronic. So We're making history over here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Rock and Roller Coaster. Headed back towards Villains Unfairly Ever After, because there's a press penny machine back here that I'd like to try to find. They have people saying that the 110 show is filled to capacity, is 106 right now, and they said the next show's at 150. That's why there's nobody back here in this area. But my whole thing is I'm coming back to see this press penny machine. Got the villains back here on their own little press pennies. I wish that it was really themed. It says Disney Villains, but I wish that it was themed to Unfairly Ever After. But it is themed to the Disney villains, which is nice. Nice to see the villains represented in press pennies. There's another unique view back here. This is the building, like the entrance building for Rock and Roller Coaster. Something I don't think a lot of people realize is that the actual show building for Rock and Roller Coaster is back there. Pretty good distance away. So this is the launch through there, out to get into the show building. Correct me if I'm, no, it is, it has to be, because the roller coaster is huge. But it feels like it goes so fast into the loop-de-loop. Also another unique view that I didn't even realize was here is you can see Swan and Dolphin back there, and the Swan Reserve right there is the newest section of Swan and Dolphin. It really is so wild because it feels like you are like right here in this building, but you're not. You're way out there. As we are making our way back to the front of the park, I did want to point out over here, Rosie's All-American. This is the other location in Hollywood Studios that you can get the chicken strips, the sauced chicken strips. This one's a spicy aioli chicken strip. Sounds kind of good, actually. You can get it without fries or with fries. Without is $10.99, with fries is $12.99. Now we are headed back towards the front of the park. One more thing I'd like to see before we leave. All right, headed over to Disney and Company. Let's see if I can find something. Look at this, the Halloween merch, and then the Christmas merch is back there like, I don't want a lot. Like Mariah Carey in the background. Yeah, look at this. Juxtaposition, Halloween, Christmas. Yeah, some Christmas Spirit jersey merch. I don't, like, this is a lot happening on this shirt with the embroidery and then this huge screen print right here. Like, this is gonna be hot, this is gonna be itchy. But I like the shirt, but I'm like bothered by like their like, you know what I mean? Like the execution of the shirt. Oh, this is adorable. It's like a Tinkerbell tree topper. That's fun. I like this shirt too, though. It's got Donald and Pluto and Goofy over here. And who's on the back? And Mickey on the back. The only problem is like it doesn't get cold here. It's supposed to get somewhat cold next weekend, but like still it'll be up in the upper 70s. That's cold to us. But we can never wear long sleeve shirts. $45. But these socks though, look at those guys. Heck yeah. Little grippies on the bottom. Super soft and super fluffy. It'll be so warm. We just bought 2 of these with Oliver and Jackson's name embroidered on them. The R2 H25. So this is R2 Holiday 25. So every year they come out with a new holiday version of R2-D2. This year he's got a little candy cane coming out of his head. Then right behind him is an interactive droid that is R2H15. And I can't tell you what the 15 is for. This is a remote control droid that is holiday themed. So like the kind that you would build at the Droid Depot, but this one's holiday themed, Christmas themed. But includes a holiday personality chip. That's fun. So there are different chips that you can put in these droids to have them act differently. In this case, it's a holiday one. I want to mention the little droid, $17.99. This big one, $129.99, remote control one. So there you have it. That was our trip to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Bo, you are extremely hot. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's hot. There you have it. That was our trip to Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's a fantastic day. Oh, I wanted to point out before I do this, the Snope machines are all on the top of the exit here. You can see like 5 of them right there. About 5, right? So yeah, Christmas is starting now, right now. Christmas is starting now. Anyways, a fantastic day at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We had such a good time. We had some delicious food. We saw some really fun characters. We saw some like interesting acts in the area in front of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We got to see all kinds of new merch and see all kinds of talk about things that are coming and things that are happening, and saw the construction, the demolition, everything that's going on. A lot of fun and exciting things are happening at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So stay tuned. We're gonna be coming back more and more, checking out the progress of things, and then eventually experiencing Monstropolis and the animation Courtyard when they finally open, and also Muppets at Rock and Roller Coaster. So all in all, it was a fantastic day. With that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'm Lauren from the UK.
And I'm Shelby from Houston, Texas.
And now it's time to pay the price.